Corpus Christi council members will discuss Evangeline Aquifer groundwater rights in this week's meeting. Time is running out to file for mayoral and council member elections in Corpus Christi. And the Texas Education Agency has released its accountability ratings. How did schools across South Texas do? This is South Texas Midday. I'm Rob Boskamp. It's Monday, August 17th. Corpus Christi City Council will have its next regularly scheduled meeting at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. This week, council members will discuss a proposed property purchase near the Hilliard Center. They will also receive a water supply update from Corpus Christi Water. On the subject, they will also go into executive session to discuss groundwater rights related to the Evangeline Aquifer in San Patricio County. Full meeting agenda and public comments sign-up are available on the City of Corpus Christi's website. Victoria City Council will also meet tomorrow at 5 p.m. at their council chambers. On the agenda this week, they will vote on approval of an interlocal cooperation contract with Texas Department of Public Safety for the Texas Conviction Reporting System. Members will also discuss a contract for the city's annual audit. They will also have a fiscal year 2027 proposed budget and tax rate work session. Victoria City Council meets on the first and third Tuesdays of each month. Meetings are live streamed with replay available on the city's website and on YouTube at Victoria Texas Videos. For those wanting to run for Corpus Christi Mayor or City Council, time is running out. At 5 p.m. today, the city will close its filing period to apply for candidacy in the upcoming elections. Candidates' applications and requirements for filing are available in the 2026 candidate packet on either the city secretary's website or in paper form at the city secretary's office at City Hall during regular business hours. A $100 filing fee for a candidate's application must be paid with cash, money order, or cashier's check. Personal and business checks are not accepted. Candidates may also submit a petition instead of filing fees, following instructions in the candidate packet. Texas Public Schools saw modest improvement in the state's latest accountability ratings. The Texas Newsroom's Lucio Vasquez reports.
About 85% of Texas public school campuses earned a passing grade this year, and roughly 1 of 4 improved from last year. The ratings are based largely on standardized test scores, academic growth, and how well schools close achievement gaps. Houston, Dallas, and Austin ISDs each earned a B overall, while Northside ISD in the San Antonio area received a C. These grades can have major consequences. 2 Austin middle schools received their 5th consecutive failing ratings, putting the district at risk of state intervention. I'm Lucio Vasquez in Houston.
In South Texas, Corpus Christi Independent School District officials announced that the district earned an 83 or B rating in the state accountability system for the 2025-26 school year. That's up 2 points from the previous year. Brownsville ISD also earned a B rating with 17 campuses receiving an A and 29 campuses getting a B. Victoria ISD earned an overall district score of 78, a 4-point increase from last year's score. The district had 3 schools receive an A and 10 campuses earn a B. In state news, a multi-state controversy over surrogacy could have far-reaching implications for the practice. KERA's Abigail Ruman reports the state of Texas got involved in the case just days before the child was born.
A surrogate from Alaska traveled to Texas to give birth after she said the intended parents wanted to terminate the pregnancy due to a life-threatening birth defect. Arthur Kaplan spent a significant amount of his decades-long medical ethics career focused on fertility and surrogacy. He says medicine becomes difficult to practice when courts and policymakers get involved.
It borders on danger for any patient. It's almost overriding what the doctors may think.
Kaplan says a lot of factors surrounding the case are up in the air. A judge expects to weigh in later this month. I'm Abigail Ruman in Dallas.
Home insurance costs are soaring in Texas, and new research suggests home insurance premiums are playing an increasingly important role in housing affordability across the state. Texas Public Radio's David Martin Davies has more.
When homeowners insurance is factored into the cost of home ownership, nearly 2/3 of Texas households can no longer afford the median-priced home in their county, according to a new report from the Kinder Institute for Urban Research at Rice University. Steve Sherman is the Associate Director of Research at the Kinder Institute Center for Housing and Neighborhoods.
It went statewide from being about 3% of household income in 2009 to about 4.6% in 2024. So about a 50% increase in the amount of the household budget that it takes up in about 15 years.
Sherman said rising home insurance costs are more pronounced in Texas rural areas, particularly in Tornado Alley. And the trend is home insurance premiums will get more expensive.
If your insurance bill was bad this year, brace for it being even worse next year.
Sherman said a growing number of homeowners are now going without home insurance, which leaves them vulnerable if there's a major natural disaster. I'm David Martin Davies in San Antonio.
A year ago today, the Trump administration opened the largest detention camp in the country in Texas at Fort Bliss. Over the weekend, there was another call to close the camp amid allegations of inhumane conditions. 3 people in custody have died. KTEP's Angela Aquifer reports.
Civil rights and immigrant advocates, along with a few elected officials, gathered to mark the one-year anniversary. Policy Director for the Border Network for Human Rights, Samantha Singleton, shared their message about Camp East Montana.
Do not look away, do not normalize these conditions, and do not let another year pass without action.
The speaker stood near a model of the white tents that house hundreds of people. This woman spent 5 months in the detention camp. She does not want her name used because her immigration case is pending. She's married to a U.S. citizen, and their children are also citizens.
Pollo crudo con sangre.
She said the camp served undercooked food, including bloody chicken. Other speakers read testimony from detainees detailing meager meals, unsanitary conditions, and dangerous medical neglect. Attorney Charlotte Weiss with the Texas Civil Rights Project has visited the camp. She spoke for a 48-year-old Laos man who needed multiple medications for diabetes while detained.
I was only given insulin once per day by the medical staff, and my daily doses were often late or missed altogether.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement has said detainees get proper care at the camp, but a report released in June by the Government Accountability Office found millions of taxpayer dollars were wasted on private contractors who failed to meet health and safety standards. El Paso Congresswoman Veronica Escobar, a Democrat, said it's been difficult to provide legally mandated congressional oversight.
If there's nothing to be ashamed of, they shouldn't be afraid of letting people like me inside so we can tell the public what is happening inside of that tent city every single day.
Despite persistent calls to close the camp, ICE extended the no-bid contract for the tent facility through September 2027. I'm Angela Aquifer in El Paso.
In a flood-ravaged South Texas town, residents are rebuilding while waiting for federal aid. KERA's Priscilla Rice has more from Crystal City.
If you drove through Crystal City a month ago, before the Nueces River rose as high as 37 feet, it would look very different than it does today. Now, construction equipment outside homes overpowers the local birds, crickets, and cicadas. The Chula Vista neighborhood is off FM 65, which runs along one of Nueces River's tributaries. Tires, furniture, and other destroyed possessions are piled in front of houses. An empty lot has become a makeshift landfill. A few horses and goats chew overgrown grass outside gutted buildings. On the other side of town, you'll find the Sagebrush Motel. The lobby is filled with buckets of cleaning supplies, bags of food, and home essentials like paper towels. This 50-room hotel has become one of several community hubs for locals who've lost everything. Darian Thompson manages a hotel.
So we've had an influx of people. We have about, I would say, 5 to 6 rooms of displaced people, but when it first started, we had pretty much the whole hotel full.
According to the Zavala County Sheriff's Office, over 100 homes in the area saw some sort of flooding, from minimal to extreme. Thompson's own home was flooded, but she can still live there.
We have a couple people who were told that their houses are going to be bulldozed. So they're going to be with us until they can find housing. So we've been trying to help them find housing.
In the weeks since the flood, the hotel lobby stayed busy. Volunteers rotate through, including lifelong Crystal City resident Martha Segura.
I mean, we love our small little community. Everyone's tight-knit.
She's lived here 5 decades and says nothing like this has happened before. So she's taking time off work to pitch in.
I've been in the houses, we've cleaned, we've gutted, we've moved some families into their whole entire life in boxes, into a storage room.
Segura's going door to door in the hardest hit neighborhoods, making sure residents have what they need and connecting them with assistance.
Yeah, I'm sorry I get emotional, is that it's something very near and dear to my heart that when something happens, I want to make sure that everybody gets the help that they need.
Volunteers have also come from outside the community, like Jane Smith, who's staying at the Sagebrush.
I called Uvalde first, and then I called Hondo, called Kerrville, and the big cities usually get help first. So I looked on Facebook. This man was talking about how they needed stuff in Crystal City.
She's driven 4 hours from El Campo, Texas twice so far. On this Saturday morning, Smith drives around recovering neighborhoods to give away food and check in.
Let me drive down there so you don't have to walk.
Today she meets Diana Bustamante, whose house filled with several feet of water last month.
I'm overwhelmed because I've never been through something like this.
Her husband helped rip off the exterior walls up to where the water rose. Now, the sidings are replaced with plywood. Inside, it's almost empty. The appliances and furniture had to be thrown away. I'm Priscilla Rice in Crystal City.
You can hear the full story and more stories across Texas at our website, kedt.org. In sports, Jason Schiavone and Trevor Austin teamed up for 5 two-out RBIs on Sunday as the Corpus Christi Hooks split their 6-game series with the Wichita Wind Surge. They closed the series with a 5-2 win. Alex Santos earned his 4th win by retiring all 4 batters that he faced. And in soccer, the Corpus Christi Football Club grabbed an important road victory on Saturday with a 3-2 win over Spokane Velocity FC in Washington. Corpus Christi FC is now 7-8-6 this season with a 9th place position in the United Soccer League 1 table. And that is the latest news and information on South Texas Midday. I'm Rob Boskamp. Your community arts calendar and more is on the way.